Yeah, so what I was just trying to show with items is that same thing. There's not a lot to be owned out in the marketplace right now. A lot of the items that you're looking at, you can only own if everyone that owned Axies of the 5%, there would only be um, uh, one item per person that owns Axies, which again is just not a lot. And so what I was trying to show there too is if you look at like this is an item I bought back in May, it was sold. I bought it for 0.008, right on the floor on them is 0.15. I think that's just because slowly over time people have bought into items. We had a little bit of an item buy up, kind of in the bull market of Axie, because people once Axie started to get really overpriced, they're like, shoot, let's go get all the items because no one's looking at items right now, and they've kind of held steady. Not all things are up as much as they were, but you can see some really good appreciation around this. Like these OVs were at 0.05 forever, right? And so I decided to buy about this one actually at 0.03, which I thought was pretty crazy at the time. So they haven't seen as much appreciation, but it's something else to consider there too as you're looking at it. Like not why, it is something to kind of ask why. Um, but you start to see some of these have appreciated more over time, but I would say it's not a bad thing to start collecting a couple here and there of what you think might be useful. Um, the ones that I have, I've kind of curated a specific assortment of items that I think are going to have good value over time. So some of the ones I call like Jolly Crazy Totem is one that I loved initially. It increases all Axie stats by 5% when battling Chimera. That felt pretty good because you didn't have anything specific tied to them. Um, Flower Patch was really good, decreases egg incubation by 15%. Because again, it just made sense. Like decreasing egg incubation seems really important. Now we don't have incubators anymore, but we still have breeding and we still have hatch times. Um, so that's probably going to evolve over time. But the assumption is that within Sky Mavis, like the intent of the item is going to stay true. So maybe it's not the incubation, it's just the breeding time or the hatching time is decreased. But that's a huge benefit to breeders to be able to basically cut off a whole day of breeding. Anyways, so I think as you're going through like making small assortment decisions, like you can obviously buy the floor, but I would try to buy things you actually think you're going to have good value in the future. So like anything that's going to tie into experience, speed, overall base stats improvement, item drop are all going to be super popular and I think powerful once we actually get into land play.